1v1ing a Wither is one of the biggest displays of Minecraft skill that there is, especially if you do it on hardcore, and especially if you do it with only half a heart. My name is Bruno, and I am the first person in the whole planet to ever defeat a Wither in half-hearted hardcore. On this video, I'm going to fight not one, but two Withers, and we're going to take a look at the strategies and techniques I use so you can do it too. I upload videos regularly from my half-hearted world, so subscribe now if you want to see more in the future. First, we gotta know our enemy. The Wither is a formidable boss. It has the best drop of any mob in the game, but it's also one of the hardest to fight. Literally, it can be hard to even get to fight it, since it requires 3 Wither skulls, which have a 5.5% drop chance with looting 3. Summoning the Wither is easy, but it's also a crucial moment during the fight, so let's take a look at it. For the summoning process, you need to place 4 soul sand or soul soil in a T pattern, and there needs to be 2 air blocks down here, and then place the 3 skulls on top. And no, I'm not going to summon a Wither in my base. Once summoned, the Wither will be immune to all damage for 11 seconds while its health bar fills up. During this time, it is completely invulnerable, and once the timer is up, it will cause an explosion around it that will cause damage to the player and destroy blocks around it. Then the Wither will enter its first phase. During this time, it will hover over you and use its range attack that will not only cause damage and inflict the Wither effect, which deals damage over time, but it will also destroy the terrain around you, which can be quite dangerous if you get trapped in a hole. After you reduce its health to half, it will enter the second phase. It generates a shield that makes it immune to projectile damage and will close the distance from you. It can revert back to the first phase if it regenerates enough health, and it heals half a heart each second. This second phase is the moment where you have to brave up and attack it up close. Second, we gotta take a look at how to get ready. The Wither fight is all about preparation, especially in half-hearted hardcore. Totems of Undying are a must, and you'll be popping a lot of them unless you eat an enchanted golden apple before the fight. Let's compare these two items. When used, a Totem of Undying will restore half a heart, remove all status effect, grant 45 seconds of regen 2, 40 seconds of fire resistance 1, and give you 4 extra hearts for 5 seconds. An enchanted golden apple, in the other hand, will give you regen 2 for 30 seconds, fire resistance 1 for 5 minutes, 8 extra hearts for 2 minutes, and this is the biggest advantage, but also resistance 1 for 5 minutes, which reduces all incoming damage by 20%. An enchanted golden apple can get you through a Wither fight without popping a single totem, but it's quite a rare item to get, so for this video I will be using totems for all my demonstrations. If using an enchanted golden apple makes you feel safer, then go for it. If you go with the totems, you'll also need regular golden apples. They give you 2 extra hearts for 2 minutes and regeneration 2 for 5 seconds. This will help you offset the Wither effect and give you time to attack. Potions of strength are also very useful, increasing your melee damage output and helping you kill the Wither faster in the second phase. I suggest going with strength 2 potions as they last for 1.5 minutes, and if that sounds short, well, most Wither fights will be shorter than that. Now let's see the gear. For armor, fully enchanted netherite is the way to go, as it reduces knockback distance. You could go with blast protection, but I suggest protection 4 to mitigate all sources of damage. Using the elytra is not worth it, as you actually want to be close to the Wither to damage it as quickly as possible. For weapons, you need 2. A ranged weapon for the first phase. I strongly recommend a fully enchanted bow, with infinity of course, and a melee weapon. Personally, I prefer the axe, but you can go with the sword if that's what you like. The most important aspect of the weapon though is the Smite 5 enchantment, as it deals more damage to the Wither than sharpness. You got everything? Nice. Let's go kill some Withers. Third, the fight. One of the most crucial aspects of fighting a Wither is the location. You want a big open area that will give you enough space to maneuver. The Wither can destroy terrain around you, so it's best to look for an area that's made of a tougher block like stone, which is not exactly what I did here, but you know. You should also avoid getting near places with ravines or caves you can fall down to. There is one way to avoid this, and it's fighting the Wither on the nether roof made out of indestructible bedrock. This is safer, but a bit less impressive. For this part, I will do 2 demonstrations, one on the nether roof and one on the overworld. Before I actually do this, I want you to remember, I am risking my 1238-day half-hearted hardcore world for this. If you want to see how I made it to this point, I made a 1000 days world tour video. I'll drop the link after the fight. Alright, let's do this. Before you even summon the Wither, you need to set up your hotbar. You'll need your melee weapon, your bow, a pickaxe in case you get trapped, the golden apple, the potion, and the last head. Build the Wither in an area with space behind you, as we'll be shooting the Wither while jumping backwards. Okay, here we go. When you place the head, the summoning will start. You have 11 seconds to step back to a safe distance while consuming the golden apple and the potion in that order. If you still got time, refill all the empty spaces in your hotbar with totems. The fight will then begin. Your main priority should always be surviving. So if you pop a totem, you'll instantly need to select another one in your hotbar and press F to move it to your offhand. If you are running low on health, do not despair. When you eat another golden apple, it's also important, and sometimes it might be better to wait until you pop a totem and place another than to risk getting caught off guard. You want to be moving constantly to avoid the explosions, but be mindful of the terrain if you are in the overworld and avoid getting trapped in holes. Also attack the Wither constantly. Every second that you don't damage it, it's 1 second that the Wither recovers half a heart. Time is not in your favor, as the potion effect and your consumables are running out. Once the second phase starts, switch to your melee weapon and keep attacking it. This may be scary as the Wither will be closer, but keep your cool and reload totems from your inventory whenever necessary. When you defeat the Wither, the fight is not yet over. You might still have a little bit of withering effect on, so eat a golden apple to avoid dying. Oof, we did it! Very good, eat the apple. There we go, it's done. I had covered some holes with wood just in case I could fall in, and I'm glad that I did. Once the effect is over, it's time to celebrate. You just joined the squad of Gigachas that defeated a Wither in Half-Hearted Hardcore. If you want to know how I made it to this point and what that is, check out my 1000 Days in Half-Hearted Hardcore video. My name is Bruno and I am out. Goodbye.